What's up, and welcome to Nerd Things with Kenny, the channel that is all about comic book related media. Today we are talking about Superman and Lois and why you should watch it. So I have a friend that watches a lot of superhero media just like me. We like to hop in the DMs after our favorite shows air and theorize as to what will come next. It's probably my favorite thing to do. Now, when the Superman and Lois show first started, I was able to get him into watching the first few episodes, but after episode 5, when they took their first hiatus, he slowly fell off, only to basically give up on trying to catch up and saying, "I'll watch it on Netflix." But, in my opinion, the show has only gotten better since it started, and I keep telling him to watch it, so I felt inspired to make this video. Not only to describe to my boy why he should be watching and finishing this show, but to anyone else out there that might be on the fence about it. But before we dive into that, do me a favor, hit subscribe, and if you go on to enjoy this video and don't mind dropping a like, I'd really appreciate it. Also, there will be no spoilers in this video since I'm assuming you haven't seen the show before. Now, let's do this. When I first started watching this show, I was a bit hesitant. I have watched The Flash since day 1, and that stopped being good after season 2. Actually, a video coming on that soon. I used to watch Arrow, and that was also pretty bad after season 2. Supergirl was never all that good, and I didn't even bother watching Batwoman. I know there are other CW shows, but I think I've made my point. I was somewhat over the Arrowverse. And to be completely honest, I've never really liked Superman as a character all that much. I've always felt like he's just too OP. Now, I'm 29 years old, so I grew up watching Smallville with my family. I have very fond memories of us gathering around our box TV to watch our recorded VHS tape so we could fast forward through the commercials. That's right, I'm kind of old. But after Smallville ended, I didn't see much hope of a good Superman story happening. Then we got the Snyderverse, which was meh. I didn't hate it until BVS, but I'll probably eventually make a video on that later. But by the time this new show came out, I had pretty much given up on the idea of seeing a good Superman story, let alone a good Lois Lane story. Then Arrow ends. Crisis on Infinite Earths happens, and I start hearing about a possible Superman show based on him and Lois Lane as a married couple. I can't lie, my interest was piqued. I was nervous though. So far, the CW hadn't given me quality content for a while, and the chances of them making a good Superman show in my eyes were slim. But despite my hesitation, I gave the first episode a watch. This isn't bad, I thought. I was pretty optimistic, because to me, this was a Superman we hadn't seen before. This Superman is just a dude that grew up on a farm in Kansas. He saves humanity not because of some divine purpose given to him, not because he's a god among men, but because it's the right thing to do. This Superman has heart. I brought up Smallville earlier because, to me, this series feels very much like a soft sequel to Smallville. Most of the excitement and drama comes from the dynamic of the family, which to me is exactly what we needed. But I can't talk about why you should watch this show without talking about the other name in the title, Lois. One thing that has always annoyed me when it comes to Superman movies is that Lois a lot of the time is sidelined, or only there to be Superman's love interest. But Lois isn't only Superman's love interest. She's an award-winning journalist, but until now, it never really felt like it was portrayed on screen. But let me tell you, this Lois is a badass. Not only does she have her own journalism story that doesn't even slightly involve Clark until their two stories perfectly connect going into the end of the season, but she can absolutely throw hands when necessary. By far the best on-screen iteration I have ever seen of Lois, and that's including Smallville. Lastly, I want to talk about the brothers. When I started watching this show, the brothers were definitely the least entertaining part. I felt like the actors that were playing them were a little less experienced, leading to their relationship feeling a little forced at first. But huge shout out to Jordan Elsass and Alexander Garfin. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your last names, but no joke, their relationship has become my favorite part of the show. I'm genuinely sorry I ever doubted you dudes. I'm excited to see how this season officially ends and what we have in store for next season. Now go catch up. Superman and Lois is genuinely awesome and deserves more attention. So go watch it. Thank you for watching this whole video. If you made it this far and want to do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button, I'd appreciate the hell out of it. I'm out of here. Peace.